Hey everybody, happy Monday. For those of you that are losing track, today is April the 20th. I know all the days are running together for everybody with everything that's going on right now. We wanted to just get a short video out here to give everybody an update about what's been going on over the weekend and towards the end of last week. Before we go any further though, make sure you hit that like button down there and subscribe to our channel so you can stay on top of all the latest information that we've got coming out. I'm Josh Robbins with Amplify. Sitting to my right, of course, is Brent Allen. Brent, good morning.
Good morning.
So the big thing, Brent, on everybody's mind right now is that officially last Thursday, the Payroll Protection Program hit its funding cap and ran out of money, and that happened really quickly.
Yeah, it was anticipated. About a week earlier, the Congress, the Senate, put a bill out there to replenish those funds. There are obviously some politics involved. They're still working that out, but unfortunately, we did have a pause. We're expecting, hopefully we're going to see some resolution to that and see some additional funding by the end of this week.
Yeah. So one of the big questions that we're getting from our clients and from other people as well that we're hearing is just some people made it into the first round of funding and got funded, others didn't. It's a real sort of confusion out there as to, how applications were getting through, and some were and some weren't. Have we been able to determine any kind of rhyme or reason to what's going on with that?
No, I think everybody needs to keep in mind that this was absolutely a free-for-all. I mean, the government came out with the program, and about a week later, banks were trying to roll out and execute on that program, and they just weren't prepared. So, we had clients that went with at least 10, may have been as many as 12 different banks, everybody from Bank of America to some really small community banks. And in each instance, we had mixed results. We had people who got through and we had people who didn't get through. And it didn't necessarily depend on the timing of when their application was put in. It wasn't based on size. We really could find no pattern other than it felt very random. And I know that's really frustrating for a lot of folks. It's frustrating for us. It's been difficult to get information out of the banks. We still have clients today that we're not sure whether they're through or not. And so it's a very trying time, and I can understand the frustration for everyone.
So you made an interesting comment right there that we've got some folks' applications in it that we're just not sure. So at this point in time, with what we've been told that the program's out of money, if we submitted our applications through what we're going to call round one, and we haven't heard anything yet, does that mean we didn't get funded in round one?
That's not what that means. One of the misconceptions is if you don't have the money in your bank account today, that when they say the money's run out, that means that you're not going to get it. And that's not the case. When they talk about the money running out for the program, it's about an allocation from the SBA. There's something called a PLP number that you would have been issued. But a lot of times what's happening is these banks have thousands and thousands and thousands of applications. They would run as hard as they could to access the SBA system and get those numbers assigned. And a lot of them don't have good processes for notification on the back end, as well as closing, getting those loans funded. So I anticipate we're going to see a lot of headway in that arena this week, but right now it's still very confusing.
Okay, so if you're part of the round one applications, there's still a chance out there. There's still some hope that you can receive some funding. We've been seeing some trickle in over the weekend. We even had one trickle in this morning from one of our clients that we were working with. So that's good. But let's just go to the other end of the spectrum and say we did miss round one and we did not get our application in time. What does that mean? Are we just out of luck? Like where do we go from here?
So, in some ways this is lender specific, so we have to get into a little bit of the details, but a lot of the lenders are just keeping people in queue. They're keeping people in line, and the moment the SBA system turns back on, assuming that Congress does pass that legislation middle of this week, then they'll be getting put through, so they may not need to do anything. Yeah. It could be that you want to look at whether some of the local banks that weren't up and running around round one may be available. You may be able to access them in round two. So it really is a client by client thing. I wouldn't take any chances. I would make sure to be a strong advocate. We're absolutely a strong advocate for all of our clients. We are calling and trying to stay on the front side of it on an hour by hour basis.
Yeah. So the news that we've been getting, just to echo what Brent's saying, out of Washington is it appears positive that we're getting closer and closer to this program being refunded. So we are optimistic that that's going to happen. And as Brent alluded, a little bit later on this week, we should hopefully see those funds replenished and this program reopen up again. So in the meantime, everybody just keep hanging in there. I know it's difficult with everything that's going on. If you need some assistance or some advice or guidance from us, don't hesitate to reach out. There's the email at the bottom of the screen. You can email connect@amplifygrowth.com. Make sure you check out our website and our other social media platforms. Brent, thank you very much for the information. We'll look forward to talking to all of you again soon. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.